Hey guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Welcome. Yeah, my name is still your girl, Temi. Anyway, nothing too exciting this evening after close of work. There's not like I really had anything making me so excited or whatever, but I just want to, just film this video. Well, by now you guys already know the title of this video. It's a reaction to a movies. I don't think I've done reactions to movies before. I'm not sure I've done that on this YouTube channel, but this particular movie is like, I actually just watched it today and I'm just so excited. I just felt like, okay, I need to say this. I need to share this. And for you all that you've not watched it, I'm not going to be explaining, the full movies, so that you won't feel like, okay, since I've already listened to it here, I don't need to watch it. No. Like, kudos, shout out to, the boss, Mr. Kunle Afolayan. No. Like, I'm a kind of person, I love watching his movies because I know, even though his movies at times are ancient, I grab one or two lessons from it. I remember this movie, Figurine, and I don't just know, there's one thing about that man, like, I know he's full of too much knowledge. Anyway, so I said, okay, let me watch the movie and see how it is. It's about, I said I don't want to talk about the movie, so you people should go and watch so that you can understand this, my reaction. Yeah, a lady called Moremi. Jeez, see English. Our French is just too French. She's just too French. She's just too, everything. She's just a babe. Like, shout out to you. Remy Otedola. Like, And I heard that was our first time she's going to be shooting a movie like that. But that movie was full of brain. It was full of correct brain. Okay, guys, let me just go straight to the point. What I jot concerning the movie was the story is about a young lady called Moremi. She's smart, she's intelligent, she's overzealous. Like, she just wants to know every little thing. She's open to learn, and she's the youngest. She's a postgraduate student, and she's the youngest in her class rather. But then there was a professor, Professor Lucien. Well, one thing I want to say about this movie before I talk about what I learned. Okay, I realized that few years back, I think around last year, there was this hashtag raining over everywhere, Twitter, YouTube, sex for grade. I think Unilag students tried to expose one of their lecturers and all that. Yes, this movie, like, I my prayer every day is just that, as the way God is exposing all these hidden secrets, that it's not just the exposure, but for everything to, like, let's put a stop to everything that is happening in this present world. This search for great thing that's been happening, like, not just in universities, I think in college, I think it's everywhere, like everywhere, because these men are taking us for granted. Like, the ladies now, they will say that it's one thing for you to get another thing, so you give me, you exchange yourself for the grades. That is what it is in this present world. But I'm just keep praying that this whole thing should stop. But this movie, let's just go straight into it. How many times did I want to say go straight into it? So this movie, Moremi, as much as she's zealous to learn, to know, okay, as smart as she is, she wasn't too conscious enough. I'm not criticizing her, but she's just a cast in the movie, right? Like that, she's just acting like someone in the movie. So, but one thing I noticed is that as smart as she is, as because she's the smartest, at a point, when the lecturer was accusing her that, when she went to report to the school, to the panel, and now the panel are now, accusing her, and then, what am I saying? When she went to report to the panel, like during the panel sections and all that, everything the lecturer was saying was lying. I know the lecturer was lying, was just trying to frame up a story just to criticize her, but I noticed that she wasn't too conscious of her environment, and that is what happened nowadays. Like, there are so many instances. This lecturer is giving you close mark. You already know. Fine, it's not like, we know everyone has a different cases when it comes to this sex for grade thing, but in this girl's case, like, you see the close mark. You can see, I jot a point where the lecturer was saying that that part struck me. He said, when the lecturer said, hey, I have a funny look how you would look. Hey, Jesus. Okay, I have a funny look, you would know how to ride a horse on the bed. Like, why would my lecturer ask me about that? Like, and the truth is, from the beginning, we know that the man was just trying to, be manipulative. From the first instance, the man tried to, act like, okay, being corny, I don't know how to drive a stick. Like, I don't know how to do a manual driving. And just to get the girl closer to her. And in the case of her boyfriend, fine, Gabriel, he felt he has warned her, Koyejo rather. He felt he has warned her several times, like, be careful. But because of, a kind of person, she's still open to learn. And, in every point in time, she's just finding herself, like, very, very close to these lecturers. And she could have been conscious. Like, I remember one part that, okay, where the lecturer crooked up with the young boy after they traveled for their trip, and the young boy, was taking her to a strange places. Fine, because she's a kind of girl that she just wants to know everything. On a normal ground, why would I just see you, little boy, and just say, want to take me, and I'll be running after you? How? Like, I know those were just part of, to make the story more interesting. Like, in that instance, I knew many people would feel like when the lecturer was about to leave that part, when she said, oh, this is a beautiful part in this world, I don't want you and your colleagues to come there. When she was about to leave that part, and the lecturer just felt like, and she told the lecturer that, I want you to stay here with me. I know people feel like, how? Why would you tell your lecturer to stay here with you? Like, you are even the cause. She's not to be blamed. She's open to learn. Like, she's the youngest in the class, and her mind is innocent. She didn't see anywhere the lecturer would have wanted to harm her. In as much as Koyejo was warning her, to her, she said something. She said, I just want you to believe me. Because, to some extent, she was just seeing the jealous part, and at the same time trying to make her boyfriend understand that, okay, guy, it's not like this. Just trust me. Just believe me. But because she was overwhelmed with the whole thing, and she's young, there are so many people young outside there that they are just, all they desire for is just, for them to run towards their goal and accomplish it in life. Like, that is all they care about, and not like, you boyfriend, why would you come? And I remember the funniest part when she said, the last time I checked, I was still the one that paid my tuition fee. Like, it's paid Koyejo. And that is it. Because those words, the guy would just be like, what's my home? I really feel pained when the part where when she was going through that challenges, and she felt like, okay, her friends from day one were not supporting her, except the other guy, I can't remember his name, but except that guy, her close friends, that's in here though. She was, she did that one, from the onset, that one had always liked the lecturer, and that one just take it as an advantage. Oh, because you liked him, that's why you usually tell me to take off my mind from him. Meanwhile, it's for your selfish reasons. And, the girl just turned the table round. But the painful thing is, we need to be careful of friends, because, that part, it's not supposed to be. It pained me when she was coming out of the panel, I think after one of their class, and after our panel sections, she was coming out. She just wanted to try to speak to her, Gloria. That's in Edo's name in the movie. She wanted to speak to her, and then she was finding every possible way, just to catch up with her. And the next thing, she was shocked seeing Gloria inside Professor Lucien cars. Like, how God? Like, when I thought about a friend, and Koyejo at that time was not supporting her, Koyejo just said, it was then I know you were my girlfriend, but now you were not. Like, she had the courage to stand, and many ladies out there, many young girls out there don't have that courage, to face it, to stand for it, because it's movies where we are watching that we say, no, that they have to, at last, we would want to say, okay, at the end of this movie they will later catch the professor, but real life, nobody can stand that thing. So at times I really don't blame when I hear that, okay, some people could not speak up, those that they fall into victims couldn't speak up about their rape, about the sex. The funniest part of it, I even thought from the beginning that she was raped. I didn't know that it was just harassment. So imagine, she was being harassed and she still took a stand to stand up. And even at a point, the painful part was when the judge were like, how would a whole this kind of professor with a big reputation, and legit, this is what is happening. Rich kids, that is why, they can rape poor children, and they can just feel like they are going to go to the police station and nobody's going to stop them. Like, why would a child from a wealthy home just come and stoop so low to move closer to this kind of girl? And this is what is happening. See, all this, their reputation, it is not what it is. We all know, because this, they are dangling. Don't let me talk about that. It is not what it is. People, the panels were thinking that, okay, with this reputation, at a point I was even thinking that Ibukun, that's like the student union representative, the way she was looking at Moremi, I was like, is this what trying to say that Moremi is wrong? Fact is that we could have said she's lying at him. And the funniest part of it was, lines by lines, every instance that happened, the professor was able to, frame things up. And this one shocked me, but I know these are the things that happen real life. The lecturer was manipulative, and one thing I noticed is men sees over familiarity as in green light, as green lights rather. This is over familiarity as green light. I feel that okay, as the lecturer was already coming close to her, because she's young, because not in this present world. If you're already seeing it coming close to you, try and avoid it. Try and avoid every instance. I can't say that she shouldn't go to the trip because of the boyfriend, but I feel that, in as much as you already know the man's intention, imagine him asking about a private relationship. Imagine him harassing her, like, I would see it coming. And the painful part of it was the painful part of it was she was even able to, still save herself and fight for herself during the assault and whatever that happens to her. But if she had not talked, just imagine, the lecturer would have failed her. Because even after the whole thing, there was one part that she knew what she did, and she was surprised that the lecturer was, told her that, you did rubbish and you're going to come back next semester. Like, so many people that couldn't speak up, they are going through that challenges. Please, men, please, you guys should stop. I beg, stop. It's not a crime that we are beautiful. It's not a crime that, see, she has showed you so much love. She even respects you. And one thing I want you to take note as a lady, if a guy is already saying, call me my name, and okay, he's older than me, but he won't call me. He's looking for another thing. Like, from the part that's already saying, don't call me Professor Lucien, you can call me Lucien, it's already coming up to something. We should try as much as possible to avoid every little thing, like all these green lights. Probably because you're being too close, you're respecting him, and then they just said that, she's already showing me green lights, she's already, okay, let me take advantage of her, let me just do this, let me do that. Let's just try as much as possible to, to avoid it. And I also judged something. Let's avoid the closeness. Ladies, let's avoid the closeness. When you don't want to have anything to do with him, just avoid the closeness. In order not to, continue to make him feel like, okay, probably he had feelings for me. We know that those men's hearts are evils, especially when they already have it in mind that, they already had it in mind that, they are going to get there. whatever they had in mind, they would surely want their mission to be accomplished. And if you see it coming, try as much as possible, avoid the closeness, to some extent. I can't blame the panels. I can't blame them, because right there, you wouldn't expect them to just say, oh, because it's sex, because it's harassment. It is Moremi that is taking advantages of him, or Moremi wants to spoil his career, or you wouldn't blame them. But thank God they were able to, it was funny that the part, thank God, the part they asked their witness to come and talk, and one of their witnesses said, I saw it coming, but God will help us. Anyway, that is it, Sha. And one other thing I jotted down is friends. Be careful of friends. Be careful of your friends. Be careful of your try as much as possible to speak out when you have anything like this rolling on through your mind. Like, even if it is not sex harassment, as much as you know that you have something that you feel that it is not proper for you to keep alone. I know some people are, being introvert, like, I don't like to share it, I might feel disgraced. If you cannot share it to a friend, if you cannot share it to a friend, look for somebody more mature that you feel you could talk to, that somebody could write. Because if you notice, if you watch the movie, people were at a point, the panel were asking her, did you tell anybody? They were asking the Lucien, did you tell anybody? Let's just try to be careful and not being used by men. And there was a proverb that says, they all think they can swim until someone drown. When you watch it, you understand that. I'm not going to explain that. So I think I'm just going to wrap. I'm just going to wrap up this vlog here. And what I've learned so far in this movie is that in as much as someone is close to you, be conscious of your environment, be conscious of what you do. Let there be a line, let there be a break. Like, these are the little things. It might not happen in school, it might happen at the place of work, your boss, or in every stage in life you have a whole lot to conquer it. So whatever you're going through, or whenever this kind of harassment comes, even before it comes, I'm sure you would have seen it coming, you would have noticed it. Try and dodge it. Try and create every possible gap not for it to happen. So that is that for the movie. If you've not watched it, go and watch it. Shout out to Mr. Kunle Afolayan. It's nice job, nice editing. Like, I fell in love with the movie, and I fell in love with the songs, with the sound. Everything was top notch. Guys, I'm just gonna end this video here. If you've not watched it, try as much as possible to get a friend's Netflix password. Don't worry, I'm going to share my own and just try and watch it. And let me know your take. Let me know what you've learned so far. Drop it in the comment section below. And I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.